Hey, it's your girl, your favorite ate with the truth. Let me tell you about the dating market here in the Philippines. It's not a market, it's a battlefield. And that text you just got, the one about the sick Carabao, that's not a plea for help. That's the opening shot of a war you didn't even know you were fighting. You're about to get your wallet and your heart emptied. But you found me, so listen up. I am giving you the official field manual, a numbered list for survival. You've been warned. This is for the man who is running out of time. Maybe you're post-divorce. Maybe you've been single for a decade, but the clock is ticking loud. You're in your late 30s, 40s, even 50s, with a little money saved up, but not enough to be stupid. You're here because you're lonely and you're looking for warmth, for that famous Filipina care. That loneliness is the number one vulnerability they will exploit. Your desire for a family is the target painted on your back. Dating in my country is like playing poker, but you're the only one at the table who can't see the other player's cards. Every request for money, every late-night call about a sick relative, every sudden, unavoidable crisis, that's a raise. They are testing you. They are seeing how much you're willing to put in the pot before you fold. You think it's about love or connection, but you're just betting against the house. And pustahan tayo, the house always has an advantage you haven't seen yet. Losing this game doesn't just mean you go back to your cold, empty apartment. Losing here means your savings account gets bled dry, one emergency at a time. It's a death by 1,000 cuts, and each cut is delivered with a sweet, "I miss you, honey." This isn't a game for amateurs. You came here for a vacation romance, but you've stumbled into a professional league where your compassion is a weakness and your bank account is the grand prize. This is your final, non-negotiable warning. How do I know this playbook so well? Anak ng tokwa. I grew up in it. I've been the one translating the "I need 5,000 pesos for my grandmother's medicine" text. I've sat at the table while my friends and cousins laugh about the foreigner who just paid for a new roof that was never broken. I'm giving you these secrets not to be mean, but because watching you get slaughtered with a smile is a sad, predictable show. So pay attention, because this is the only orientation you're going to get. You have to decide, right now, what you're really here for. You have to understand that your good intentions are seen as a strategic opening. Every move you make will classify you as either a partner or a resource, a player or a mark. There is no in-between. There is no gray area where your kindness won't be field tested for its financial potential. So, I'm asking you a question, and your answer determines everything. Do you want love, sex, or survival? So, you want love. Let's start there. The first mistake is thinking you're the only one shopping. You see another foreigner, maybe older, fatter, balder than you, and you think, "I can compete with that." Hay nako, you fool. You're not in a competition with him. You are both assets being compared on a spreadsheet. While you're trying to one-up his dinner date with a new phone, she's calculating the net value of both of you. You're not fighting for her. You're fighting for a higher slot on her list of potential investors. This isn't a love triangle. It's portfolio management. The second mistake is swallowing the validation she feeds you. "You're so different from the others," she whispers over a laggy video call. "You really understand me." Yes, you understand. You understand you need to send 10,000 pesos for her tuition. What you don't understand is that 3 other guys heard the same line this week. She's not building a connection with you. She's running a focus group to see which marketing message gets the fastest financial result. You're not her hero. You are a promising demographic, and she is A/B testing your ego. Number 3. This is the big one for the lonely guys. You pay for her time. You send money for her internet load so she can keep talking to you. You are literally funding the infrastructure of your own deception. You think, "It's just a few dollars and I get to talk to her." You're not buying connection. You're renting her attention by the hour. And pucha, the rates are always going up. You've turned yourself from a potential partner into a prepaid subscription service, and your access can be cut off the moment a better offer comes along. Do you see the map of this battlefield yet? These first three mistakes are the simple landmines they lay on the main roads, the easy ambushes. 1. You try to outbid an invisible enemy. 2. You believe you're the one because your ego needs to hear it. 3. You pay for the privilege of being a target. You're not even in the real jungle yet. You're just wandering around the heavily patrolled perimeter, and you're already bleeding money and self-respect from every corner. It's pathetic, but it's predictable. And that's the funny part. This is all still the easy stuff. These are the rookie-level traps, the ones designed to filter out the clueless from the merely hopeful. The cost of these mistakes is just a few $1,000s, a little bit of your dignity. But the next mistake, the one most guys make right after they pass this initial test, that's not a financial paper cut. That's the one designed to take your entire arm off, to drain your bank account and destroy your reputation in one clean move. So, you survived the first volley. You didn't pay for the broken roof or the tuition. Now comes the real test, the one that targets your heart, not just your wallet. Rule number 4. Stop being a taxi. You are the captain of your ship. When she says, "My ex is texting me again," or gets quiet and moody, she's not asking for emotional support. She is hailing a cab. She wants to see if you will get flustered and drive wherever she directs you, usually toward a new handbag or a weekend trip to make things right. The moment you react to jealousy, you lose. That picture she posts with some guy she calls cousin, that's not for him, it's for you. It's a probe to measure your insecurity. Your angry text, your frantic call, your impulsive offer to buy her something nice to remind her of you, that is the data she is collecting. You're not fighting him for her affection. You are fighting your own loneliness, and she is just charging you for the ammunition. A captain sets the course. A taxi driver just follows directions and hopes for a good tip. Rule number 5 is about the hidden fees of emotional blackmail. When you finally put your foot down about money, the next text isn't a crisis, it's a sigh. "It's okay, honey, I understand. I'll figure it out myself." Tarantado. This is the most dangerous phrase you will ever read. This is where you are supposed to feel guilty. This is where the weak man, the man desperate for validation, breaks. He can resist an attack, but he cannot resist the chance to be the hero who rides in to save her from her own sad resignation. This is the most expensive mistake because you think you're paying for her problem, but you're actually paying for your own need to feel important. You're not solving her issue, you're paying a luxury tax on your own ego. You're the captain who sees a storm, and instead of steering around it, you turn directly into it, convinced you can calm the waters with your wallet. You think you're proving your worth, but you're just proving that your emotional controls are for sale, and she's the only bidder. You have to decide, right now, are you the captain or are you the passenger? Are you setting the destination, or are you just along for the ride, paying whatever toll she demands? Stop letting your fear of her silence dictate your actions. Her quietness isn't a void, it's a negotiation tactic. And this is the part you need to get in your head. The part that separates the survivors from the eternally broke. The entire game changes when you finally stop negotiating with hope. Alright, enough warnings. The part of the show where I tell you how much danger you're in is over. Now, I give you the weapons. It's you against the world, remember? This is where you stop reacting and you start commanding. Think of your new relationship life like an airport runway. No plane takes off until every single item on a non-negotiable checklist is green. Hope is not a flight plan. Your feelings are not on the checklist. Your loneliness is not on the checklist. Only procedure. This is your procedure. First, the filter. I call this the one-way wallet protocol. Your money only moves in one direction, towards a shared in-person experience. It buys a dinner you both eat, a hotel room you both use, a trip you both take. It never ever flows away from the relationship to solve an invisible problem. When a request comes in, you ask one question. Does this fuel the plane we are both on, or is it asking me to fund a cargo shipment to a place I can't see? Next, the test. A real crisis has details. A scam has emotions. When the emergency hits, you become an auditor. You are not her boyfriend anymore. You are a cold, detached accountant looking for verifiable facts. Mom is sick is a story. Mom is at this hospital in this room and needs this specific amount for this documented procedure is a problem you can consider. You will ask for the three specifics, a name, a place, and a price. Watch what happens. The anger is your answer. If it fails the filter or the test, you decide. The decision is always no, and then you exit the conversation. This isn't a negotiation. The plane does not take off if the pre-flight check fails. You don't taxi down the runway hoping the engine fixes itself. You don't burn fuel arguing with the control tower. You cut power. You say, I can't help with that, but I'd love to take you to dinner on Friday. This is the move. You recenter the relationship on your physical presence. This framework is your shield. It's not about being a lie detector. It's about having a protocol so strong that lies can't find a crack to get through. It makes you unavailable for scams. This system protects your wallet, yes, but it's really about protecting your time, your dignity, and your hope. So get a pen. Anota ito, because this is your checklist. In the next part, we are taking this plane into live fire. You need to have this memorized before we take off. Okay, live fire exercise. The warnings are over. Think of this as a ping pong game against a master. She will serve you soft, high arc shots that look easy to smash, but they are designed to pull you out of position. The minute you lunge for a weak shot, she has an angle to slam the ball past you. The only winning move is to hold your ground. Your framework is your position. You do not move. You do not react. You only return the shots that land perfectly in your zone. The first serve is a spin shot. The texts get shorter. The video calls get missed. You feel the coldness. The old you would smash this ball with a gift. Is everything okay, honey? I'll buy you that necklace. The new you lets the ball drop. You are a statue. You check your list. Is a planned in-person experience happening? Yes, dinner on Friday. The checklist is green. You send one text, counting down the hours until Friday. You don't play her game. You play your game. Next serve, a fake out. A picture of her friend's new Louis Vuitton, captioned with a single tear emoji. Then a story post with some guy she calls Kuya at a nice restaurant. She is baiting your jealousy and your wallet at the same time. The amateur lunges, trying to return both. The captain of the ship sees the ball sailing wide of the table. They are not in your protocol. You don't swing. You don't even flinch. You are saving your energy for a real point, not this practice garbage. Now, the kill shot. The all-out attack. I'm getting kicked out. I'm too stressed to see you. My family is so disappointed. It all comes at once. This is where she expects you to fall apart. But you just consult the checklist. Does this pass the one-way wallet protocol? No. Does it pass the emergency stress test? No. So you send the only response your protocol allows. That sounds awful. I can't help with that, but I can offer a distraction. Dinner Friday is still on me. See what happens? You haven't returned a single one of her garbage serves. You have all your energy, all your money, all your dignity. You didn't lose a single point. This is the moment of truth. She will either show up on Friday, defeated and ready to play your game, or she will vanish. Either way, you won. But there is one last law. This one is not a rule of engagement. It's a law of physics for this entire universe. A final judgment that decides everything, even after you win. And so we arrive at the final, unbreakable law of this universe. It's not a rule you follow. It's a law of physics you finally understand. You are the bee. She is the flower. A bee never begs a flower to open. It is simply too busy, too focused on its mission, to waste energy on a bud that refuses to bloom. Your framework, your protocol, this is what makes you the high-value bee. You are no longer a desperate fly buzzing at a closed window. You only land where the nectar is freely offered. Let's burn the rules into your brain one last time. The one-way wallet, the emergency stress test, the captain's protocol. This is not a guide to being a monster. It is the founding constitution of your own sovereign state. And the first and only article is this: a man who cannot control his money cannot protect his heart. Stop trying to be a good man. That is the language of the target. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to become a smart man. In this game, only the smart survive. Now, you will prove you are not alone. If you have ever funded a sick Carabao, a stolen phone, or a grandmother's unpaid hospital bill, go to the comments right now and type "Protocol Active." That is the signal flare. Let the other men in this jungle know they are not crazy. You are building a new army. Like this video to boost the signal, subscribe to get your battlefield promotions. This is not a channel. It is your forward operating base in a hostile information war. Finally, if this transmission just saved you thousands of dollars and a broken heart, pay your respects to the command. Hit the super thanks button, find the PayPal link, and keep this intelligence flowing. Your final order is this. For the next 24 hours, you answer no calls for help. You initiate one text and one text only. Dinner, Friday, my treat. See who shows up. Prove you can follow orders. Now go be the bee, not the fly. Don't come easy.